Okay, section 2.5. This is maybe something that you haven't done before. You might have, I don't know. Compound inequalities. So when you hear that word compound inequalities, you want to think of and or. So we have and problems. We also have or problems. So for compound inequalities, it means we're going to have like two kind of, like compound means more than one. We're going to have like two conditions. So for, let me give you like a sample. A number greater than 2 but less than 6. So greater than 2 but less than 6. So like 3, 4, 5. They're all bigger than 2. They're less than 6. Okay, so if you put this on a number line, so again, when I graph these things on a number line, I just put 2, 6, and then I put 0 where it needs to go. So 2 and 6 are our target numbers. But so it says greater than 2 but less than 6 is all those numbers in between there. So it's not even just 3, 4, and 5. It's 3.5 and 4 1/4 and 5.8 and all those things in between there would fit this criteria that I just wrote. Okay, and so the way that we write that mathematically is for this one, well, less than 6. I think that makes sense for less than 6. And so if I wrote, I'm going to kind of write it way over here to the right. If I wrote greater than 2, we need to combine them into one thing. So the way that we do that is the smaller number always goes over here on the left. So the smaller number to the left, bigger number to the right. And if you notice back over here, the inequality is pointing at the 2. So when I point it like that. Okay. So this problem here is an and problem. It's an and problem because number one, on a graph it's shaded in the middle. That's a huge clue. Anything that's shaded in the middle is considered an and problem. Also because the answer works with both of them. Bigger than 3 but less than 6, all those numbers in the red area are true for both the 2 and the 6. Okay, so you'll have some problems at the beginning where the graph is the problem, and then it wants you to, this is the answer. So it'll give you the graph. It won't write it out in the words, but it'll give you the graph like that, and then it will also want you to write the inequality. So if it was like this, so going to the outside, okay, this is an or problem. And so the or answers are actually really easy because you don't combine them together. you just write x is less than, and since the circle is colored in, we do and equal, -1, and you just write the word or, and then x is greater than 4. So there's no way to make this an and problem. Less than -1, okay, -2, -3, -4, and greater than 4, like it's impossible. So what we're saying is the solution to this, remember when we do greater than and less than, there are tons of solutions. The solution to this one is any number less than -1 or greater than 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, that works. -2, -3, -4, -5, that works. Just nothing in between them. Okay, so make sure the and equal part, that could work on the and problems as well. One of them could be colored in, both of them could be colored in, neither of them could be colored in, so pay attention to that part also. So the first 4 problems are just, it gives you a graph, and then you have to write the inequality. So the green part on both of those would be the answer. Okay? All right, so we'll go to solve them. So it's kind of like there's 2 separate problems here, but basically what we want to do for this is an and problem because the x and stuff is in the middle. An or problem is really easy to spot because you see the word or in the problem. But for an and problem, we're going to move from the middle to the outside, both right and left. So that's +2, so I subtract 2 to the right and the left. So I get 1 right here, x, that's 0, which is what I wanted, and 6. And then when you go to graph it, there's 1, there's 6. Neither of them are and equal, so I leave the circles open, and an and problem always goes to the middle. Less than 6, greater than 1. Okay, so both of these are your answer. You need to graph them. We didn't do some graphing earlier. We need to graph these ones. Okay, so we could have move the stuff from the middle to the right and the left. So -10, and that's 0, so then 10 minus 6 is 4, and then divide by 2. Okay, then we'll graph it. Okay, the -5 part is and equals, so I color that one in. And then the and problems get shaded in the middle. Okay. Okay, the or problems are really obvious because it could be you'll just see the word or. Goodness gracious. Okay, so really obvious. This is an OR problem. So just solve each of them separately. So x is less than -3. And then over here, we'll add 3. And we'll divide by 2. Okay, so on the number line, -3, 7, put the 0 in there. Circle both of them. The 7 is an and equals, so color it in. Greater than 7. Greater than is always to the right. Less than -3. Less than is always to the left. Remember the OR problems shade to the outside. And problems go to the middle. OR problems go to the outside. Okay, so you're going to have, like I said, 4 of them where you have a graph, and then you just write the inequality, and then the rest of them, let's see, it looks like 8 problems to solve. So nothing, hopefully, too crazy. Pretty straightforward. All right, that's all I got. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.